Hey everyone! Welcome back to our channel for another episode of Lil Durk's Murder for Hire. But before we get going, let's spread some love by hitting that subscribe button and leaving a comment down below in the comments section for us.
Oh! 50 Cent revealed that he tried to warn Durk about his crew.
Then, I was like, yo, this is them, right? It's a real right? He's like, yeah. And I said, yo, just watch him. His crew.
While King Yella revealed the name of the rat in Durk's crew.
But I heard somebody named OTF Jam, they said they've been calling him a rat.
But one reaction to Durk's charges has left the internet shocked. Quando Rondo. As the dust settles, Quando Rondo has finally broken his silence, offering a surprising perspective that fans never saw coming. The Georgia rapper, known for his ties to the streets, is now preaching a message of forgiveness and positivity, urging his peers to leave behind the violence that has claimed so many lives. After Durk's arrest, the rapper dropped the track, Life Goes On, where he raps about his decision to leave behind the violence and focus on religion. In the song, he raps, beefing with the same color on my skin, same color of the hammer, young around here beefing about the color of a bandana. That's why I put my flag down and I picked up a Quran because life goes on. Quando Rondo also put out a public statement that took many by surprise. Known for his involvement in the street life and his own share of controversies, Quando Rondo has definitely chosen a different path in the wake of Lil Durk's arrest. Taking to Instagram, he shared a message of forgiveness and healing, urging his peers to move past the violence and focus on building a better future. His words resonated with many, offering a glimmer of hope in an otherwise tumultuous situation. We didn't get into this music industry to make it just to stay caught up in street shit, Quando Rondo wrote. We all have families and communities counting on us. It's time to leave all that behind. We've already lost so much, and it's heavy on my heart to forgive anyone I had issues with in the past. It's all love from me, praying for everyone, the post read. Quando had decided to leave the gang life behind when Durk's shooters killed his cousin. He took to Instagram to break the news to the world that he was denouncing his affiliation to the Rolling 60s neighborhood Crips gang. One post read, "It's time for me to spend time to myself and free myself from a lot of people. My main man's gone and a lot more. I'm cool on a lot of If I feel like you not with me, it's no reason for me to be holding on to you. No need to shake your hand or fake something with you." Another post read, "I'm not jump out gang, need to book him for shows."
Nobody wanna book me cause they terrified. That's the truth.
We can only hope that Quando's move will stop the death and dissing between the two groups. King Yella. Fellow Chicago rapper King Yella was also on hand to react to Durk's arrest. Yella reps the GDs, meaning he is Durk's op since Durkio is part of the BDs. According to Yella, Durk was sold out by one of his homeboys. The Chicago rapper even goes ahead to reveal that a dude named OTF Jam had been the rat in Lil Durk's camp.
But I heard somebody named OTF Jam, they said they've been calling him a rat. And basically he said, okay, I'm a rat. Well, watch this.
It turns out that this dude had been released from prison in 2022 after serving 12 years for attempted murder. Apparently, he was an informant who had been cooperating with authorities for years. The craziest part about all this is that he wore a wire while around Lil Durk and other OTF gang members, which provided intel to the feds, a betrayal that no one saw coming, not even Durkio. Jam, a longtime member of OTF, was considered a brother by Lil Durk. During Jam's 12-year incarceration for attempted murder, Durk stood by him, providing financial support and ensuring that Jam's needs were met. This included covering legal fees, purchasing a house and car, and gifting him more than $50,000 in cash.
Ray said he gave you 50, bro. You know what I'm saying?
Fact.
More than that. But so, can you tell us how much he gave you, or you don't want to even know?
No, I ain't gotta get into all that, but bro made sure he made a way for me to be straight like.
But if this wasn't enough, Durk also took care of OTF Jam even while he was in jail.
Durk come through one time, that's sure. I don't give a f nobody say like. I know I'm the real witness. Like a lot of niggas can't say anything. I'm gonna like my whole time I was straight.
It turns out Durk may have been involved in the death of his baby mama. According to reports, Lil Durk found out that Jam had been wearing a homicide. With the snitching allegations dominating the headlines, it turns out that other rappers had tried to warn Lil Durk about trusting his associates. 50 Cent 50 Cent is no stranger to life in the streets. Having almost been killed in the early 2000s in a street beef, the rapper recently revealed that he gave Lil Durk some advice on street life, and it seems Durkio didn't listen. Fifth and Lil Durk linked up back in 2022 to make the track Power Powder Respect. During their time working together, 50 Cent took on a mentor-like role, offering Lil Durk invaluable advice. In a candid moment, 50 Cent warned Lil Durk to be vigilant about his crew. In an interview on The Breakfast Club, the rapper was asked whether he ever tried to talk to younger artists about not getting caught up with life in the streets.
Now, when you look at some of these younger artists and you see how they idolize you and idolize your music, and then you see them get caught up.
Yeah.
Do you have conversations with them? Like I remember Casanova, and you was trying to talk to Casanova, Troy Ave, and now Lil Durk. Do you have conversations with them and be like, I've seen this play before?
50 Cent revealed that he had warned the Chicago rapper and told him to watch his crew.
Even with Durk, I was telling him, like when I had him, he was in New York. Like I was like, yo, this is them right there. It's a real right. Like yeah. And I said, yo, just watch him. His crew.
It turns out, even back then, someone in Durk's crew was on some funny business because the Chicago rapper told Fifth that someone had leaked his address and he almost got robbed in a home invasion.
When you said that to Durk, what was his response to you?
He said, you know what? He said, somebody just came in my house. How do they know exactly what the address is? I don't give my address to nobody. Like this is not, something that happened.
The robbery in Georgia?
Yeah.
When India had to shoot?
He went straight to talking about it.
Back in 2021, Lil Durk and his girl were the victims of a home invasion that erupted in a shootout. According to the blogs, several unidentified individuals entered the rapper's home in the Brazelton neighborhood near Atlanta a little after 5 a.m. on July 11th and exchanged gunfire with Durk and his girlfriend, India Cox. Luckily, Durk and India were not injured as they shot back at the suspects who fled the scene. Was someone in Durk's camp ratting him out back in 2021, or was it just a coincidence? THF Bezu is a close Lil Durk associate, and when news broke out about Lil Durk, he was on hand to defend him. Bezu took to Instagram to rubbish Durk's charges. According to him, there's no way Durk would pay his closest friends to slide for him. Social media, fake fans, bloggers, etc. know how to give unproven titles to people. Murder for hire is outrageous, painting a picture for the officials to run with to trick you out your position. For the record, why would he have to pay his day to hunt for the loss of another day? Make it make sense, he posted. Lil Durk and Bezu have some dark history together because back in 2019, they were involved in a shooting that almost killed a man. That day, in February 2019, at around 5:45 a.m., shots were fired in the parking lot of The Varsity, a popular restaurant located in Midtown Atlanta. 23-year-old Alexander Weatherspoon had been shot. Witnesses surrendered to the authorities the same day. According to him, he had nothing to hide nor nothing to run from.
You're about to surrender as we speak.
Yeah.
How come?
Because I have nothing to hide. Like, I have nothing to run from.
Lil Durk also maintained his innocence and denied committing any of the 5 charges leveled against him.
Did you do it? Did you shoot this man? Did you commit the other crimes of which you're accused?
No.
The rapper then proceeded to surrender himself to authorities.
Like he got a no bond like me. That boy got a federal no bond. I bet that nigga been closed up. He got a burp to pass gas. He can't even fart out his ass. I know the feeling.
In a recent interview, White made headlines by labeling the rapper's detainment as a victory for Black Americans, a statement that has sparked intense debate and drawn both praise and criticism from various quarters. According to him, this was a victory for Black people who loved rap but didn't like all the killing that came with drill music.
Yeah, this is a real victory. This is a real victory. So this is a victory for law-abiding Black Americans who like hip-hop music but don't like the killing part of it.
According to White, Durkio was a demonic force that had spread the negative effects of drill music all across the country.
Now that demonic force, because it is a demonic force, it was a dark force, it was a dark energy that came down from Chicago and spread throughout America.
White's perspective is rooted in his belief that the arrest of high-profile figures like Lil Durk can serve as a wake-up call for the Black community. He argues that the glorification of crime and violence in hip-hop culture has detrimental effects, particularly on young, impressionable listeners. According to White, the arrest of a prominent artist like Lil Durk meant the end of drill music.
I think we now finally get to put that fire out. I don't think we'll hear drill music ever again. I don't think drill rappers would ever be celebrated ever again. Down goes the drill. Down goes the drill. 12th round knockout because it looked like they had got away and they get to ride off into the sunset.
White has been on Durk's case for a minute. At one time, he even revealed that Durk had snitched on King Von to beat his attempted murder charge in 2023.
Durk and Lil Baby, they unfollowed Gunna.
Lil Durk told on King Von. That's how he beat his charge.
And when White was told that Durk was looking for him to speak on his name, the community activist kept the same energy.
If Lil Durk looking for me, I ain't hard to find.
White even took to social media to taunt Lil Durk by posting photos posing next to King Von's killer, Lil Tim, and playing Durk's All My Life collab with J. Cole. He also added a caption dissing Von and praising Lil Tim for killing the Chicago rapper. When a commenter tagged Lil Durk, Charleston White replied, "That dope fiend in rehab," referencing Durkio's recent rehab admission. White is sure to continue hating on Durk even if he beats the charges. Possibility of life in prison. The indictment listed a series of incidents dating back to 2013, including several shootings in Brooklyn that prosecutors claimed were part of a gang rivalry. As the legal process unfolded, details emerged about the evidence against Shmurda and his associates. Wiretapped conversations, surveillance footage, and the testimony of confidential informants formed the backbone of the prosecution's case. He failed to make bail and began speaking out about what he perceived as a lack of support from his label, which had profited from his gangster image. "When I got locked up, I thought they were going to come for me, but they never came," the rapper said in an interview from behind bars. In the end, he was forced to